We all use Amazon. But have you ever stopped to think about how a company that started out selling books from a garage turned into, well, one of the biggest forces on the entire planet? It's an absolutely wild story, and today we're going to unpack exactly how they pulled it off.
I mean, seriously, how does that happen? How did Jeff Bezos take this simple, almost quaint idea and build a global empire that completely changed the way we shop, the way we read, and even the way the internet itself is built? That is the billion or, I guess, trillion-dollar question we're digging into.
So our story really kicks off on Wall Street, of all places. It's 1994, and this guy, Jeff Bezos, notices something that just blows his mind. He sees that internet usage is growing by 2,300% a year. 2,300%. He saw a tidal wave coming, and he made this incredibly gutsy call to leave his stable, very high-paying job to chase his super risky idea.
And he didn't waste a second. He lands in Seattle, sets up shop in his garage, and starts with books. Why books? Well, they were simple to ship, and there was a massive variety. The launch in '95 was, frankly, an explosion. Get this, in the very first month they sold books to all 50 U.S. states in 45 different countries. Just 2 years later, they went public to get the cash they needed to chase their real dream, becoming the everything store.
But just as things were getting good, the entire tech world hit a brick wall. The dot-com bubble burst. I mean, hundreds of these internet companies were just vanishing overnight. And pretty much everyone was betting that Amazon would be next to go. But Bezos, he was playing a completely different game.
This right here, this quote is basically the company's secret code. While all these other companies were panicking about their stock price or what their competitors were doing, Bezos was laser focused on one thing, and one thing only: the customer. It wasn't about looking good for a quarter, it was about earning trust that would last for decades.
And the way they did it was so key. See, instead of taking profits to make Wall Street happy, Amazon plowed every single dollar they made right back into the company. They were building these giant warehouses, investing in new tech, and creating a logistics network that would become their superpower. They weren't playing for today. They were playing for 10, 20 years down the road, the ultimate long game. So, after making it through that crash, Amazon was ready to really build the machine that would change everything. The next phase wasn't just about selling more stuff. No, it was about creating this whole world, an ecosystem so good, so convenient that you'd never want to leave.
And they built this ecosystem with a brilliant 1-2 punch. First, in 2000, came Marketplace. This was just genius. By letting other people sell on their website, Amazon's selection exploded, and they didn't have to buy any of the inventory. Then, in 2005, the knockout blow, Prime. Pay one fee a year, and you get fast, reliable shipping. That single move completely rewired our brains about delivery and locked in millions of loyal customers for life.
So at this point, you're thinking, okay, I get it, they're a giant store. But then, just when everyone had them pegged, Bezos throws this massive curveball. A pivot so unexpected, it would end up being even more profitable than their entire retail business. And suddenly, there were two Amazons. You had the one you knew, selling books and blenders to us, and then you had this new one, Amazon Web Services, which started in 2006, selling raw computing power to other companies. AWS became the invisible plumbing for a huge chunk of the internet. We're talking Netflix, Airbnb, you name it. And quietly, it became the company's biggest moneymaker. After that, the floodgates really opened. The Kindle completely changed reading. The Echo put Alexa, an AI assistant, right in our kitchens. Buying Whole Foods took them from the digital world straight into physical grocery aisles. And oh yeah, Prime Video made them a powerhouse in Hollywood. All of it supported by this incredible, ever-improving network of delivery robots and same-day shipping. So when you put it all together, what do you get? It's so much more than just a giant company. It's about a fundamental shift in what we, as customers, now expect from basically every business on Earth. Fast shipping, huge selection, easy returns, that's the new normal they created.
I mean, just look at this number, $1 trillion. It's almost hard to comprehend. Under Bezos, Amazon hit a valuation that people used to think was pure science fiction. It's really a testament to the sheer power of that one idea he had back in '94.
And then, in 2021, Bezos finally passed the torch. But his stepping down wasn't really an end. It was more like a graduation. The core principles he baked into the company's DNA, that customer obsession, that long-term vision, and that relentless desire to invent, that's still the engine that makes Amazon run today.
And that leaves us with one last thing to think about.
Looking back at this insane journey, from a garage to a global behemoth, which of those core ideas do you think is the most important for anyone trying to build something new today? Is it the obsession with the customer, the long-term thinking, or that constant drive to reinvent? It's a tough one.